Good morning from Victoria Rock. So we've just finished the Holland Track. Took a couple of days to do that, and now we're going to take the Pioneers Pathway home. So I'm a little bit of a four-wheel drive Atlas nerd. This 2018 four-wheel drive Atlas, and I've pretty much done all the West Coast tracks with the exception of the Pioneers Pathway.
Tick it off the list.
Yeah. Still a lot more to go. They've got 50 tracks across Australia. It's not actually a four-wheel drive track. It's sealed the whole way. So that's why we haven't done it before now. But we've got a little bit of time before we need to be home. So we'll go and check it out. And also got some drop pins saved for some salt lakes not too far off the track itself. So we'll probably do a few deviations along the way.
It doesn't really add on too much, like following the Great Eastern Highway or going this way, so might as well.
What are we, about 40 k's south of Coolgardie at the moment? Get onto the Great Eastern and then turn off at Merredin, or maybe a little earlier, and see if we can find some hidden gems out in the Wheatbelt. Alright guys, we'll check in once we're on the road. First stop for the day, with the exception of a little rest stop to get all the mud out of our rims from the Holland Track. Gave us a free wheel unbalance. Is at Karalee Rocks. It's a nice spacious campground, and just on the other side here is a nice little pool. Water doesn't look too bad. It's a bit windy. And then just past that's a old historic water pipeline. Obviously used to feed in here. I don't know, maybe it still does. Rusty old pipeline. Down into the pool. First impressions, it's a nice spot. Wouldn't be a bad spot to set up camp, but we've still got a bit more ground to cover today. I think we're going to have some lunch here. Heaps of picnic tables, fire pits. There's some drop toilets in the distance there. Unfortunately, even though there's toilets right there, I've already found some nappies in a tree. If you are taking the family camping and putting their nappies in trees, give yourself an uppercut. Well, that's Karalee Rock done. Just had some toasted sandwiches for lunch, had a bit of a look around, done a bit of a clean up. Heaps of rubbish here, which is always a bit disappointing, but made it a little bit nicer. If you do come in here, there's 2 Karalee Rocks on Google Maps. I think I found this place just scouring Google for obscure places that looked interesting. So there's a southwest one and a northeast one. The northeast one is actually the spot. and don't follow Google Maps or HEMA, just follow the signs. 'Cause we ended up a little bit off the beaten track, but that's all part of the fun. Alright, next stop is going to be Lake Campion, so we'll go check that out next. Well, I was wrong. Not the first time, and won't be the last. The next spot is called Baladjie Nature Reserve. So there's a massive rock behind us that we might go for a little walk on, and then there's a huge salt lake next to us, so definitely put the drone up at some point. To say that there's a couple of flies about would be an understatement, but it looks like a pretty cool spot, and there's heaps of places to camp around here as well. It's a huge area.
Heaps of little tucked away, little small sites, and then so here's some big areas as well, big open areas.
Yeah. Looks like there's another couple of people camping a bit further over. We'll try and keep out of their way and go for a bit of a look.
Like a wild man, sleeping like a child. You're so luminous and vibrant. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for you. Times I've stranded, a castaway on unknown shore, although a stranger in this continent. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for you. Infatuated light. Although it hurts me to be with you, I'm always in.
Good afternoon from Lake Campion.
We travelled from a rock that I cannot pronounce. Can you pronounce it?
No, I can't remember it. That's why I had to look at it when I was talking about it earlier.
The rock previous in the video. We travelled from that down to here. All our mates came with us, all the flies.
It wasn't too bad when we got here. It's only about an hour from the rock.
That one.
It's hard to pronounce.
It's a good rock, but
It's a great rock. If it was a bit later and there wasn't quite so many flies, we probably would have stayed there.
again, winter would be a good time to be doing this.
Definitely.
Have fires, and mostly flies wouldn't be annoying you.
Yeah. The lake, I'm sure, would look pretty different in the winter as well. So yeah, we've got ourselves this primo little camp spot. It's the lake on either side, which is pretty cool. It's like right at the pointy end between the two lakes. Yeah, the lake's crazy looking. It's green and white, and it kind of smells like chlorine.
Definitely smells like a swimming pool.
Which probably isn't good for it, but it looks very cool. So we'll definitely put the drone up once the sun gets a bit lower and see how it looks from up there. But we're going to settle in for the night and we'll catch you when we check in next. Dirty toasted sandwiches for breakfast. Good morning from Lake Campion. Just finished brekkie and in the final stages of packing up camp.
Beautiful night last night. Wind died right off. Flies went to sleep. No mosquitoes, which is beautiful. So enjoyed the good star show with no background light going on. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really cool spot. Unfortunately, like lots of other places that we've passed through over the last few days, there's a fair bit of rubbish around, so we're just going to do one final cleanup. It's our last day on the road. We're heading home today. Flies friendly, sorry. And then we'll hit the road onto the Pioneers Pathway, getting on at Nungendine. So if anyone else is following along on HEMA, it starts at Merredin in the book. If we're missing anything between Merredin and Nungendine, or however you say it, let us know. But we're going to track home that way after a little cleanup. So much broken glass.
$0.10.
Yo.
Waste.
Heaps of broken bottles. The radiators. Massive amounts of broken glass. Can't get it all without a sifter. What's that called?
Radiator shroud.
Yeah. Someone's boot mat cover.
Or a little medicine bottle.
Either way, doesn't belong in the bush.
Nope.
First little detour of the day, Eaglestone Rock. It's on the other side of Lake Campion Nature Reserve. Just saw it on Mickey Camps when I was having a look at our other camp spot yesterday. Some of the photos look cool. there's actually an eagle up there. Alright, time to head towards Nungarran. We are back home after taking the Pioneers Pathway back. How would you describe it?
Country bitumen roads, some good sights to see along the way, good campsites.
Yeah.
There's a lot of heritage stuff if you're really into that stuff and you want to stop and take your time.
Definitely. So on the Pioneers Pathway itself, there's not a whole lot there. However, off to some of the tracks either side, there are a few pretty cool places that we went to on our Easter trip to the Salt Lakes. So if you're interested in having a look around there, check out that video. I wouldn't put it on your bucket list, but if you're looking for an alternative to the Great Eastern Highway, it's probably not a bad option for your drive if you're coming back Perth way. That's where we're going to wrap this up. We're going to start unpacking and start the long process of washing these. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do.
See you later. We're coming live to you from Salt Lake City, here down in Arizona. Today on the cards we've got some badass drag racing going on. We've got a Hilux, we've got some Land Cruiser, straight across the Salt Lake. Meow. You reckon I'm pissed?
Far out, there's like 5 flies in my nose.
We're home, that's it, see ya.